What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome back to another video here on Peg City Hockey. There are going to be a lot of tough decisions going into this offseason for the Winnipeg Jets, but today we're going to be talking about some prospects from the Manitoba Moose that have a very good chance on reinforcing this offensive core next season. In particular, we're talking about, obviously, Brad Lambert, who just had an incredible AHL rookie year, won Rookie of the Year down there in the AHL and was incredible and led the Moose in all offensive categories, but as well as Nikita Chibrikov, who was also an AHL rookie, led the Moose in offensive categories with Brad Lambert as a rookie, and this was also his first career year in North America professional hockey-wise. Both these players were incredible with the Moose. They really showed their value and how much they can really help an offensive core, especially Brad Lambert. His development over the last couple of years has been absolutely insane. Both these players made their NHL debut against the Vancouver Canucks in game 82 out of 82 for the 2023-2024 season, and they were incredible. They were dynamite. They were everything that you would want to see from your two top forward prospects, both of them getting their first career NHL points, Brad Lambert getting an assist, and Nikita Chibrikov getting the game-winning goal. Both these plays were incredible, and it really showed their poise. Even though this game had a lot of elite players sat out for the Vancouver Canucks as well as the Winnipeg Jets, they both shined in their performances. On this play right here, you can see Brad Lambert on the boards, taking the hit, making the play, getting the puck deep down to Alex Iafallo, who throws the puck in front to Gabriel Vilardi. Just like that, Brad Lambert has his first career NHL assist. And then for the Nikita Chibrikov goal, the game-winning goal was incredible. Just absolutely, a beast behind the net, puck handling like a pro, plays it to Nino Niederreiter behind the net, cuts back in front to the slot, and roofs that shot for the game-winning goal. Jets win the final game of the season, and both of these players get their first career NHL points. And you listen to what in particularly Kevin Cheveldaev had to say after the Jets were eliminated from the first round, and you listen to what he was saying in his exit interviews, and it just, in my opinion, it's so much potential, and it says a lot about what to expect with these guys going to next season. Take a look. Take a listen, I should say, actually.
Several of our guys in the exits today talked about them. We didn't ask about them. They talked about, some of those guys. And I'm talking about guys that are invested, in the long-term success of the Jets. And they were asking about Chibi, and they're asking about Brad. They're asking about Solomons, and obviously Rutger. They know Rutger, and they ask about them. Those kind of things really show to me that, again, these players, they're invested in our group in the long term.
I think that says a lot for what to expect coming into next season. The Winnipeg Jets have had a lot of very interesting prospects for a long time now in the system that really haven't gotten an opportunity to shine. And you've got a lot of interesting players going into UFA. Sean Monahan's a UFA. Tyler Toffoli is a UFA. Brennan Dillon is a UFA. There are a lot of positions that could be opening up. You're going to have guys like Nate Schmidt probably looking to get traded. Brad Lambert last year was absolutely incredible. He won Rookie of the Year. He was insane. And not to mention, when you look at the team awards that were given out, not only was he on the AHL rookie team, not only did he have the incredible year as just himself in the AHL recognizing him, but the Manitoba Moose themselves recognized Brad Lambert as well as recognizing Nikita Chibrikov on the team and giving the award for top rookie of the year to both these players. It was a shared honor. That does not happen very often, where you have two elite young talents coming into the AHL and they absolutely dominate all season long. The Moose were not good, and on the backs of Brad Lambert and the emergence of Thomas Milic, they really pushed in the end for a playoff spot. And when you like I said, these guys were just incredible. The fact that, like I said, both of them winning the team award for Rookie of the Year, besides the fact that Brad Lambert won the league award for it, they both win the team award as well. I think that speaks volumes to how good these guys are and making a difference and making an impact. And the Jets really have to find themselves at a point where the league is getting younger, it's getting faster, and obviously the team that they had on the regular season on the ice last year was very good. We all know that. There's no denying that. But when it came to the playoffs, simply put, they were not good enough. And I think the emergence of these two prospects says a lot for the future of what this team could be, what their dynamic offense could develop into, especially when you hear talking about, Chevy talking about how guys, that are committed to this team long term. So you think about the guys on long-term contracts, Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, Connor Hellebuck even, Josh Morrissey, all these guys that are veterans that are on this team for the long term. They see the value of these two young players. 47 points for for Nikita Chibrikov, and 55 points for Brad Lambert. Like, insane numbers for rookies in the AHL, and I really think that these guys get an opportunity next year with the Jets. It just makes too much sense to me. You have to look at getting faster, at getting younger, and improving the offense. And obviously, you know, if the Jets are looking to compete for a Stanley Cup next year, as they will be, you know, you're going to want to have some of the veteran guys on there as well. You know, maybe they look at keeping Sean Monahan, but, you know, if they trade Nikolai Ehlers, like we're seeing right now about him potentially being shopped and all this interest that he's garnering, I could definitely see another roster spot opening up, because the Jets need to improve their defense, without a doubt. Even though they have great defensive prospects down there, the Colorado exit said enough about that. You know, when you look at this team right now, Nikolai Ehlers could be gone next season. Sean Monahan could be gone next season. Tyler Toffoli could be gone next season. Alex Iafallo even could be gone potentially if they keep him around. I don't know. He was kind of a nothing player for us. You look at the guys expiring, Toffoli expiring, Monahan expiring, Graffetti's an RFA, Gustafson's an RFA, 2 years away from Ehlers expiring, you know, and he potentially won't even be on the team next year. Like, I enjoyed Monahan, Toffoli, and Ehlers when they were, you know, assembled after the deadline. And Toffoli played great, putting up 7 goals for us, but in the playoffs was a no-show. You know, Monahan was incredible, 13 goals in 34 games with the 11 assists for 24 points. He fit in really well, but again, do you bring him back? I'm not sure. There's so many questions that need to be answered right now, and if these players leave, if offensive holes do open and potential roster spots do open with the departure of some of these players that were brought in at the deadline, I think that Brad Lambert and Nikita Chibrikov definitely get an opportunity. I think that, you know, especially Brad Lambert, he's played so extremely well at every level of hockey in the last couple of years. You know, why not give him an opportunity? And I like Toffoli, and I like Monahan. I really do. And I would much prefer to keep Toffoli on this team, you know, than keeping an Iafallo on this team. And I would think that Monahan would be a good fit with the right contract as well. You know, definitely, you know, not locking him up for 7 years, but a 3-year deal, maybe 2-year deal could be good as well. But again, Brad Lambert and Nikita Chibrikov, I think, could elevate this team to where they need to be. They need more speed. They need more of a dynamic offense at times. We saw this year that coaching just didn't really utilize its most dynamic players, and that's why Ehlers is on the shopping block right now. You know, and we're talking about guys on the Moose right now, and you know, you go back to even what Kevin Cheveldayoff was talking about. You know, you've got Rector McGroarty, who's going back for 1 more year of college, but was absolutely incredible with Michigan this year, and probably will be incredible next year. You know, Ilya Somelson just won the championship league, you know, over there in the SHL. Like, he is an SHL champion at 19 years old, was a very, very important part of that club, and will definitely be is definitely the top defensive prospect right now in the system, and we're not even talking about what type of impact he can make in the short coming years. And like I said, you look at the forwards that are expiring, you know, and not even to mention about the defensemen as well. Like, there are opportunities and slots where you could see prospects making a real impact next season, and that is really exciting for me in the future of this club. We've talked about it a lot over the last season about kind of where we're going from here, but I really think now, when you look at the exit that they had and you look at the skill that these guys bring in, I think that you have to, at some point, incorporate your youth and the future of, you know, what hockey is becoming with speed and that dynamic skill. I think they need to import and get that into the team as fast as possible. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. As always, do you think Brad Lambert and Nikita Chibrikov make this team next year? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all things Jets hockey. Follow me on Twitter and check out all the affiliate links down in the description below. Have a great rest of your day. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Go Jets, go! And I will see you guys in the next one.